Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mace, coming to you from small town Canada. Just going to give my perspective on this particular video. We got Asking Americans and Brits if guns should be banned. Yeah, I think we know kind of the typical answers that we're going to get from Americans. What type of arguments they'll bring. Very gun-loving people. I'm a pretty, I support common sense gun control, like absolutely. I appreciate living in an area where there's essentially no gun crime whatsoever, and we've been watching a lot of true crime shows recently, and we're never not kind of taken aback by the normalcy of just like in the States of having guns. Like one couple for instance literally had guns on their their bedside table, like their night table right beside where they sleep. And lo and behold, that couple, the husband shot the wife, in a heated argument. I mean, the gun was right there. Pretty easy, right? Let's check this out.
Yeah.
I can walk into a gun store and get a firearm.
That's not a good thing. No, not when you put into perspective how humans operate, when you understand humans and they're very, very just not trustworthy and can get angry, and human nature takes hold. It's a reality.
Fucked up because of gun.
It's not a gun crisis, it's a mental health crisis.
They think it represents freedom and choice. It doesn't.
Self-defense.
I don't understand the need for a gun.
When guns end up in the hands of irresponsible people, that's when problems happen.
Do you guys think guns should be legal?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because violence is going to be in any matter of way. I think that there should be regulations on who should get guns. I think there should be a stronger background check sort of situation.
He's supporting gun control.
Because in the state you're in, if I wanted to get a gun, I can buy a gun from someone with no paperwork. I can go to a garage sale and buy a gun. And I feel like that can lead to guns going into the wrong hands. But I don't think that there'll be a reality that we live in where there will never be guns.
I have no problem with responsible gun ownership. Now, if you are a felon, if you have mental health issues, if you just somehow don't pass, some kind of test of stability, you should not be a gun owner. I know people who are gun owners, and they're my friends, and I'm fine with them owning guns. And in fact, I've been out to bars and restaurants and shopping areas where I know they have them. That's fine. But they're not screw-ups. They're responsible people. But when guns end up in the hands of irresponsible people, that's when problems happen. And obviously there are many problems that happen in this country, and because of that. And it's all about keeping guns out of the hands of people who should not have them in the first place.
Betting.
Wow, thanks, Tips. Yeah, I think 1 to 2 week holds on immediate gun purchases is smart. Obviously, background checks being really well done. Having very strict rules and regulations around the storage of weapons, specifically to avoid them falling into the hands of kids, children, or people that shouldn't have them. They need to be under lock and key. Yeah.
Process to get a gun should be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
And they are fun. Shooting at targets, this is really fun.
Living in the country, we put with the kind of country boys.
Regulated, like assault weapons. I think that there should be like courses you take to be able to have licenses to have a gun. But I don't think they should completely take them out because I think it's not a gun crisis, it's a mental health crisis.
It is.
I think guns should be legal, but there needs to be mental health background checks before you're able to buy a gun and own a gun. I think you should be at least 25 years old before you can try to purchase one. Okay. Concealed carry is a big one for me. But I say self-defense. You might get in a situation, you know what I mean?
Everyone should have the right to have guns if and only if they are able to pass the security test that determines that they are, one, the need for a gun has been
That they're American.
established, and number two, they have exhibited proper control of themselves to be able to hold a gun.
Yeah, I just think there needs to be more regulation.
100%
I think
agree.
it needs to be more restrictive.
A majority of school shootings happen because someone with unbridled access to a firearm is able to obtain that firearm.
Why do you think the UK doesn't allow guns?
Probably because you've looked at things that are happening in this country and you've seen what happens, and so someone drew the line and said, we're not going to have them. And I respect that. I don't see a problem with that at all. I'm not a gun owner. I don't, I'm not interested in it. I support people who do, but if the UK says no guns, then hey, okay, it's not a problem. We have a lot to learn from other countries that do things better than ours.
So it's really hard to look at places like us that haven't had that happen or have had.
Everybody just doesn't want to be like us too.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes sense.
They've been shanking, so that's all I know.
Shanking?
I feel like the same thing with
You guys
knives
got
is
you
like
guys got
in the US
pickpocketers
here.
so we don't have pickpocketers.
You don't have pickpocketers in the U.S. Okay. And I'd probably hedge a bet that knife crime is higher in the United States. There's obviously, they're spouting talking points about knife crime in the UK, but if I had to guess, I would say it's higher in the States.
I think it's the same type of issue with knives there as guns here. I mean, probably to a bigger extent here than knives because it's a gun versus a knife. But
More
I think
lethal,
it's
yeah.
similar issues. Like it's people, not weapons. Like if you don't give them any weapons, they're still gonna kill each other. Like I don't think it'll make a difference whether you have guns or not.
Yeah, I mean, a gun is like one of the most lethal means of dispatching somebody, though, I guess.
A woman asking for a hysterectomy or like their tubes tied, they have to go through so many screenings, and yet I can walk into a gun store and get a firearm with little to no question. I'm like, okay, let's bring that amount of screenings, please.
Should guns be legal in the UK?
No. Misuse, basically. I think there's rules in place that people who need a gun could get a gun. If you need a gun for your work, be you farmer, whatever, then I understand it. I don't understand the need for a gun if you don't need a gun. I've been to America many times, not going to jump on the American bandwagon, but you go out there, I went to a gun range and saw the types of guns you're able to buy. There's a semi-automatic gun you can fire. It's used by the special forces. People can own that. Nobody should own that. There is nothing that happens in your environment you need that.
I don't think so, because there's no people can handle that. I think people are too stupid to use gun, but also gun is not good things.
Good point.
With the use gun, the place is not very good. Like America, you know what
People
I
are
mean?
too
Like
stupid.
America is fucked up because of gun as well. I don't think it's a great idea to put them in London as well. We also get lots of knife. I don't think we need the guns as well.
No, because we don't have them, and once you've got them, you can't undo it, and they're out there, and you can't put it back in the box. They think it represents freedom and choice. It doesn't. It's just something. Sometimes the public need to be governed and controlled. Don't let them have it, because once they got it, you can't take it away. They'll make a lot of noise about it and cause an awful lot of trouble with it. What's it? It's just not worth the benefit. There's nothing there at all. Yes, gun ownership throughout, spontaneous crime shouldn't happen.
With the amount of crime at the minute within and around London, guns definitely shouldn't be legal, because people are going around doing whatever they think they can and stuff like that. So if we can decrease the violence within these cities, then that's the best thing to do probably. The only people who should be carrying guns, in my opinion, is the police. So they're the ones who regulate, the crime within our cities. So if you give this everyday standing person a gun, everyone just be going around thinking they can use it. Like you look at America, look what's going on over there. These mass shootings in schools and stuff, definitely not.
We've got a system where if you need access for a gun, you can get access to a gun. That system's there to protect people, and it's very thorough, so I don't see why we need to let everyone have a gun. It's certainly jarring that first time you see a concealed or see somebody with a weapon when you're not expecting it, because it's just something we don't see. I don't feel safer because they've got them. I don't like the fact that anyone can escalate an argument and pull out a gun. People can be drunk, off their face, whatever, they grab a gun, don't mean it. People are always going to find a weapon somewhere, somehow. You could ban knives. Don't see how that would work because we eat with them. People are always going to find a way around it. There's a criminal element, a nasty element, whatever you want to call it. They will always find a way to find a weapon to use somehow. Knives are a part. So the whole zombie knife thing, I understand when that was bad. That's a hunting knife. Mm-hmm. I saw an ad on Temu the other day for, yes, I'm a Temu user, for a knife that had a curved edge, and it said cooking knife. Now I'm a bit of a cook. I know no knife that needs to be curved like that. The reason you curve it like that is so you can use a knife in 2 ways. So the knife crime thing, yes, we do have an issue with knife crime in this country. You can't really ban knives. You can only ban certain types of knives, and that's what they're trying to do. In America, they've just said, buy any gun you want. It's not the same. A knife can't kill 30 people. I mean, there's a gun over there that fires 30 rounds in 3 seconds. I can't throw 30 knives in 3 seconds.
I mean, just the simple fact that the Las Vegas, the Mandalay Bay shooter was able to acquire that much ammunition, that much weaponry, and then murder that many people. It's pretty crazy. Nobody had any idea, right? He was stockpiling that amount of killing power. And I think the crime issues are societal failures and things that many different countries are working on. They're kind of symptoms of gross wealth inequality, poverty, and societal failings. So they'll take time to remedy. Things are certainly seeming to be on not a very good course right now. Like sustainability doesn't seem to be on the horizon. It seems like we're on an unsustainable course right now, which will inevitably lead to a bubble bursting in several areas, I would say. All right. See you on the next one. Let me know your thoughts down below. Peace out.